everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another Wild Rift video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the changes that happened to Corki in the most recent patch 3.3c. He did receive some buffs and he also did receive some nerfs, so overall it is an adjustment, but I do think that the buffs that happened to Corki definitely outweigh the small nerfs that happened to Corki in the most recent patch. Now, a quick word on Corki before these changes came in. Corki was in a pretty decent spot. I didn't think he was overly strong. I think he was fairly decent, but the nerfs to Conqueror definitely affect him a lot. And also the dragon changes in timers definitely did affect him as well, because the package spawns at 4 minutes, but the dragon wasn't until 5 minutes in the game. So the package times were always a little bit awkward, and they're still going to be a little bit awkward. And there's this first change definitely affects things as well in terms of when you're going to be picking up the package. Now, the passive Hextech munitions, the package pickup duration has gone from 1 minute down to 45 seconds. This basically means that you have to make sure that you pick up your package maybe 30 seconds before the dragon spawns, which gives you about 15 seconds after dragon spawns to try and make a play. This means that you're going to have less time to try and make a play on the Corki package. You're not going to have that 1 minute timer. You're only going to be having 45 seconds. So bear that in mind when you pick up the Corki package. The next change is to Valkyrie. Corki's second ability actually received a buff to the cooldown in the early game. So before it was 22 seconds, 20 seconds, 18 seconds and 16 seconds. Now it's 90 seconds, 18 seconds, 17 seconds and 16 seconds. Now this is actually a pretty big buff to Corki, because Valkyrie is normally the last ability that you max. Last ability you max. You normally max your first ability, your third ability, and then your second ability. So Corki was always stuck on this 22-second timer on the Valkyrie until you reach pretty much a late game. Now it's going to be 3 seconds less. Now we're going to be looking at 19 seconds on the package timer, which I think is pretty big. Makes Corki a little bit more mobile. Makes sure that Corki can use his Valkyrie more often, which I think is very cool. The next change is the Gatling gun. These changes are a little bit wild and a little bit complicated. Basically, before, Gatling gun used to give you bonus attack damage as physical damage and also bonus attack damage as magic damage. Now that is all being converted just into magic damage. This basically affects like the Black Cleaver build ever so slightly, because you're not going to be getting the extra physical damage or anything anymore. Everything that you're getting from Gatling gun is all going to be converted into magic damage, or bonus magic damage that's going to be converted into magic damage. So I think this is a big thing for Corki, because your magic damage is going to be a lot higher, because if you don't know, Corki's passive as well, 80% of his physical damage gets converted into magic damage. So most of the time you're going to be dealing magic damage more than physical damage, so it's quite nice. The resistance reduction as well has also gone up. It used to be 10, 8, 12, 16 and 20, but now it's 10, 15, 20 and 25. So you're going to be reducing the armor and MR of champions hit with Gatling gun a lot more. And also the resistance reduction per tick has also gone up. It used to be 0.5, 0.75, 1 and 1.25, but now it's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, which is another huge thing. That means the ticks that happen on the third ability, every single time it ticks, it reduces the resistance of enemy champions. That tick is now going to be insane. It's now going to be even more, which means that the reduction is going to be even higher. So it makes Corki and also the enemy also the champions on your team deal more damage to enemy champions. And last but by no means least, missile barrage. The recharge time has gone down by a lot. It used to be 12 seconds at all rank for the recharge time of your ultimate. These are your missiles, but now it's going 10, 9 and 8 seconds. This means that you're going to have your rockets up more often. It means you can spam your rockets more. It means you can do more damage with your rockets. Yes, it means that you won't be yes, missile barrage is not the main damage source for Corki, but it does mean that you're going to be getting a lot more damage from missile barrage because the recharge time is lower, which I think is pretty big. Right, now let's take a look at the build. Now the changes have happened. There was a lot of changes that happened to Corki. Now let's take a look at the build with Corki. Now I think the best and go-to build with Corki is definitely to evolve around critical strikes. You can go for Manamune build if you want to use your abilities more often, but I do think that you're going to be getting more damage from your auto attacks, whilst also dealing a little bit of damage with your abilities, especially with the first item, Essence Reaver. Gives you attack damage, crit rate, and ability haste, all really nice base stats for Corki. But the big thing is the Essence Flare passive. Damaging active abilities and empowered attacks deal 10 bonus physical damage plus 70% of your attack damage, and each ability can only trigger this effect once for each target. So this is big. This works on Corki's first ability, even your Valkyrie if you can do damage with that, the third ability, and also the ultimate. Every single ability that you have for Corki is a damaging active ability, which means that it's going to be dealing more damage with Essence Flare and more damage with Essence Reaver, which I think is massive. And also Mana Siphon, attacks restore 3% missing mana on hit. So you get a little bit of mana back from Essence Reaver. Yes, it's not going to be a lot of mana that you're going to be getting back, so you have to be careful of how often you spam your abilities, but I do think it is a really, really good first item. And then your next item, you want to combo that with Infinity Edge. Infinity Edge is still a very, very strong item for AD carries. A lot of attack damage, a lot of critical rate, and also your crits are able to do 230% instead of 200%. For the boots, I actually like to run the Gluttonous Grease boots because you get both the physical and magical vamp. Now, obviously, 80% of the damage from Corki gets converted into magic damage, but you still have that 20% of physical damage there. So you're actually going to be getting a lot of vamp from Gluttonous Grease. But you can also use the defensive boots if you want to. Plated Steel Caps and Mercury Treads are both still very, very good. And then your boots upgrades, you always want to go for Stasis. Stasis is always the best option, especially when you have package. You can go in with package, use Stasis, and then use Valkyrie to get away to safety. Then for your next item, you have Storm Racer. Storm Racer is a little bit delayed on this build because I think Essence Reaver is a very strong first item for Corki because it allows you to use your abilities more often, and it also allows your abilities to deal more damage. But Storm Racer is still a really, really good item. Even though Corki doesn't need the attack speed too much, you still get a lot of attack damage, you still get the crit rate, you still get the energized passive as well, which allows you to slow enemies in front of you that you auto attack. Is really, really strong. Then you just want to go for 100% crit rate with Corki. So you want to go for Solari Charge Blade as your final item. Solari Charge Blade is amazing for Corki. Corki loves to spam abilities, loves to use as many abilities as possible, and it works great with the Sunburst passive. Using ability gathers radiance, a maximum of 3 charges out for up to 10 seconds, and attacks that hit expend a charge and deal bonus magic damage on hit. And these can critical strike as well. So when you can build Solari Charge Blade as the last item, you're going to be getting 100% crit, which means that that bonus magic damage from Solari Charge Blade is going to crit every single time. This does insane amount of burst damage on Corki, and you'll see in the gameplay as well how much damage you can deal with Corki with Solari Charge Blade. And the reason why you go for 100% crit and you don't build any armor or magic penetration, well, first off, armor penetration is trash. Never build it on Corki because you're only dealing 20% physical damage. So it basically is completely useless. You want to go for Void Staff every single time for your penetration. You want to deal magic penetration more than armor penetration because most of your damage is going to be magic damage. But the reason why you build it as the last item is because most people don't actually realize that Corki does more magic damage than physical damage. So they're going to be building a lot of armor, but Corki does magic damage. So all the armor that the enemy champions are building mean nothing at all. You're still going to be doing a lot of damage to them. You're still going to be doing insane amounts of crit damage. Your abilities are still going to be doing a lot of damage. So that's why you don't need to build Void Staff until the final item. Some games, you don't even need Void Staff at all. You'll really need Void Staff if they're building Magic Resist. But if they're not building Magic Resist, you can either go Guardian Angel last item if you want to, or any other item that you feel like could be beneficial. Now for the runes, Conqueror is still the best to go for Corki, even though it did receive a nerf a while ago. It's still the best rune for Corki. No other rune really works. Cracker Slayer is not very good. Lethal Tempo is not really good because you're not auto attacking that much. So Conqueror is kind of your only option for Corki, but it's still pretty good. You know, you can still get the stacks quite quickly for Corki, which will give you extra AD, which will get converted into AP, and you also get a little bit of physical magical vamp at the end as well when you get the full stacks for Conqueror. So it's not that bad overall. Giant Slayer is probably your best rune to go for Corki. Now the reason why you don't go Hunter Vampirism is because you can see the main word there is adaptive. Now adaptive means that it's basically how much more you have of a certain certain stat. So attack damage and ability power, both of these are, you know, both adaptive. So if you have more AD, this means that you're going to be getting more physical vamp and AD. If you have more AP, you're going to get more magical vamp and AP. So it depends how much AD and AP you have. Now, the thing is with Corki is that you're building a lot of attack damage, so you're going to be getting more AD than AP. But the problem is that Corki deals 80% magic damage. So this physical vamp and this extra AD that you're getting from Hunter Vampirism is actually not worth it at all, because you're only be dealing basically 20% of that, which is kind of trash. So that's why you always go for Giant Slayer, and Giant Slayer did receive a huge buff as well, and it is really, really good for Corki against tanks. Nullifying Orb is still really, really good because the bonus AD still works, and you're going to be dealing a lot of you're going to be building a lot of AD with this build. And then your last rune, you can go for ability haste, you can go for Hunter Genius if you want to, or you can go for Nimbus Coat. Nimbus Coat gives Corki the little bit of extra movement speed when he flashes or when he uses exhaust. And speaking of flash and exhaust, they are your summoner spells for this Corki build. So that's everything for Corki. A lot of changes that happened to Corki, and I do feel like Corki is in a very, very good spot right now. Give this build a try. Let me know what you think. As always, enjoy the gameplay, and I'll see you all in the next Wilder video. Peace.
You are on the mirror. The lanes are scattered.
All right, let's go. We got this game.
Welcome to Wild Rift.
Welcome to Wild Rifts.
I'm on it, Black Shoe.
Draven top lane. Oh, baby.
Minions have spawned.
Draven top lane.
Another fried sortie.
Why did Senna start boots? Crazy. Crazy. Draven top lane, and my Senna started boots. Yeah, I guess the Draven kills Sile level 1. Somehow, I don't know how, but the more you know, I guess, the more you know.
It's a charm.
Is under attack. Slain.
What? Like how does Wukong miss absolutely everything?
Another fried sortie.
Enemy double kill. Middle turret is under attack. Slain.
Fuck, you know. That's crazy how he fucks up.
Another fried sortie. It's a charm.
Wukong has no dinner buff. Unfortunately not. How Wukong tower dies there and just doesn't kill anyone. You could just easily jump onto Karma and it's free kill. For some reason he jumped onto Samira, completely messed up everything and even queued the tower. Like, how is that even possible? Oh my god. Wait, it's... Why does my Senna have exhaust? I just realized my Senna has exhaust. Oh boy.
Now I'm all spooled up.
Allies
Now I'm all spooled up.
enemy killing spree.
I don't even know anymore.
Fried shorty. Shitty yourself away, nugget.
Bottom turret is under attack. Enemy.
Shitty yourself away, nugget.
That's pretty big. Oh my god, man, just get me out. Get me out, man.
Shut down. Middle turret is under attack.
How does Wukong miss the smite? Yeah, we can do off this, Keith. Off this one.
Enemy slain.
Another fried shorty.
You can never gonna let me go.
Ready to fly.
Now, right now, right now.
Slain. Bottom turret is under attack.
I got a Corki on my
Turret
tail.
destroyed.
Now I'm all spooled up.
Slain an enemy.
Ah, but I just won versus 2 them.
Enemy.
Holy moly. Like, I just won versus 2 them. Please, team, do something.
Killing spree.
Another
Middle
fried
turret is
shorty.
under attack. Lost.
Ah, team, please do something, please. This is so sad.
Hell to Sierra and hell to Corki.
Enemy turret destroyed. Ally slain. Shut down.
Fuck, man. I didn't have Valkyrie because I just Valkyried over the wall like a twat. Oh.
Another fine shorty.
Slain.
Into yourself, spank, nugget. Another fine shorty.
Whew. Holy moly, chat. Our damage is quite disgusting. Not gonna lie. Our damage is quite disgusting.
Now I'm all smooth up.
I'm just gonna go full 100% crit. Why not? Let's go 400% crit. Sion counter Garen or the other way around. I'm pretty sure Garen can just counter Sion because you can silence the first ability. So when Sion's charging the first ability, you can just cancel it. What? Like, why is... Please, man. Why are you split pushing? Oh, now my Senna's just randomly bot lane by herself. Like, why is Senna randomly bot lane by herself? Sion is split pushing top lane. They die mid as well. We're about to lose the game. Because Sion is split pushing top lane.
Turret is under attack.
Another fine shorty.
Enemy slain.
Oh, we just lost 2 inhibs for that.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I've seen too much of this, but I won't.
Ally slain.
Oh, man.
Another fine shorty.
This dragon? A minute away. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. Oh my god. This game is crazy. What a crazy game. How much damage did we even do in the end? I don't even know. This game was so difficult. 35,000 damage. I mean, it shows the strength of Corki now. Corki is definitely pretty strong. I mean, like, look at my mid lane's build. Nash's 2 first item. Like, my Scion died twice. Like, solo killed twice. Look at my Senna build. My Senna has Navori Quick Blade 2nd item. It does nothing. It does nothing at all to help you. Oh my god, it was so hard. And the tower dive as well. This game was just tilting. But, I mean, we got half the kills in the end. 13 kills. We got, what, 25 kill participation out of 35 kills. I can't really complain, which is more than anyone on the team. Oh no, Senna got 26, but that's only because she has an ulti and she just heals everyone. But I mean, we still did well. We still pretty much carried this game. So GG's.